Dr. Lorde, you are the NACAC Anti-Doping delegate here for the CARIFTA Games 2025. How has it been going from an anti-doping perspective?
It's been going pretty well. We have a set of trained doping control officers and chaperones who have been, what we did a risk assessment, which identified the athletes that are at risk, the events that are at risk, and then we chose which athletes which events we would tackle and which athletes would be chosen for being doping controls.
Doping is something that raises the head, very ugly headed in track and field. How important is it for us to bring about awareness here, especially at the Caribbean region's most prestigious event?
Yes, education is the key. What we believe is that the athlete's first experience with anti-doping should not be when they're tested. So we've embarked on an education program, education awareness program, which the athletes would have gone through, and then we do the testing. And we've been doing testing at CARIFTA for over, I think, 20 years now. And we've been fortunate not to have had any persons testing, as you would say, positive, anyone showing adverse analytical findings, which is very good for the region. But since this is a NACAC tournament recognized by World Athletics, then we need to do these things.
I know, doping is a sensitive thing, but give us a little bit of an insight in the process, as much as you can say.
Okay, the athlete is selected and notified at the end of the race. You either get it by position, or we can target the athlete, or we can do, as we did in these games, pre-competition tests, out of competition tests. Actually, some athletes were actually tested after the opening ceremony this year. And then they're escorted to the doping control station. They must go there immediately, unless they have a medal, media, or some other warm down or necessary, and they must be accompanied. And the first set of urine that they pass, and we do urine tests only here at the games, first set of urine that they pass must be passed at the doping control station. They're divided into A and B, and then sent off to the lab.
But as the CARIFTA Games grow in stature, grow in size, does that change the complexion of anti-doping and the outlook for your team?
Yeah, as it has changed, anti-doping has also changed. There have been modifications of the testing protocols. For instance, at these games, the under 17, the under 18 athletes are escorted by not one but two chaperones. And also the procedure where they're doing the testing, passing the urine, they also have someone watching the person who's watching them, because the samples must be collected. So you must observe the person when their samples are collected. So that has changed, and we are up to date with that.
This is terrific 52. Have you had any challenges over the years in recent times with doping?
We haven't had any challenges at all with doping. What we have challenges sometimes with the organizing committee, because anti-doping is expensive, and therefore that is where the problem comes in. Limited testing.
52 years, 52 editions rather, without any positive results. What does this mean for the region?
That is a positive statement. That's a positive statement for the region. It shows that our athletes are competing clean and playing fair, and that is what we want to encourage the athletes to play true and compete clean all the time.
At any point will you introduce the
Actually, we have done the doping in the Bahamas, not the last edition, but the previous edition. But the challenge is that the samples have to be taken to the lab immediately. And on Easter weekends, we don't get the couriers. We have to use labs in North America. And to get the couriers, to get the samples to the lab has been a challenge.